been vindicated yesterday. Nigerians have been suffering for over a year for lack of fuel. And more Nigerians are going to suffer and are already suffering for the fact that they give a very short notice and make the new notes unavailable. So Nigeria now will have to resort to trade by barter. Tinubu did not say anything. All he's thinking of is the bullion VAM that has been made available for him to buy votes. I've been vindicated. Alhamdulillah.
All right. Well, thank you.
And you know, sir,
Please go ahead.
All right, go
Please
ahead.
go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is this: Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara, but aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted. And these are people that one has been severally accused of harboring terrorists, even recently. And why? Let us ask, why should Shettima be visiting, along with his governor, be visiting and making a solidarity with a police officer that was being tried for drug trafficking? Why? So you begin to put these things together and you begin to understand why Nigerians must retrieve their country. We can't allow this thing to happen.
Very heavy statement. And
Thank you, my people. I believe you listen to this very unbelievable good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I welcome you all this evening or afternoon or morning, depending on your time zone. We are here to do the needful. It's no longer funny, and it's no longer a thing of joke. It's no longer a game as usual. Before I proceed, if you are joining me for the first time, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP Ezioku Bundu, 1 in Biafra land. This evening, my topic this evening is we must stop them now from accomplishing their mission against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbo at large, all the Biafrans. Before I proceed, let me greet the indigenous people of Biafra, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom I call Ikukwana Afwanya, the breeze that you can see. This evening, I have come to call on all Biafrans and every reasonable Igbo man. Why I put it Igbo is because the Igbos are the people that will bear the consequences of what is about to happen. I don't have much time to spend this evening. I only have 1 hour 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And I want you to pay attention to everything I'm going to say here this evening. I am going to tell you nothing but the truth, the facts and the figures, and every hidden agendas of the Fulani Caliphate in conjunction with the British is what I will tell you here this evening. And everything I am going to tell you here, please, I want you to write it down or jot it down, put it in your memory. Find a place you will put it, or go and investigate everything I am going to tell you this evening so that you will understand the trap the enemies have set for us. And if we don't act now, things will spoil and we will live to regret things. There are things we're supposed to avert. The white people say prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Now, the world have released the terrorism indexes, and they added the name of IPOB among the terrorists, or among the terrorists, although underline it, although they never mentioned IPOB as a terrorist, but they included IPOB with the like of Boko Haram and ISWAP. That is a mission. Let me tell you, by adding the name of indigenous people of Biafra to the world terrorism indices is something that every Igbo man needs to speak against, rise up against at this particular point of time. Because if you know the consequences of what they just did, you will understand that this game have taken new dimension. The Fulanis and the Britain are not smiling. They are not relenting in their evil act they're about to carry out against the Igbos. They have seen that the Igbos are the only tribe, the Biafran are the only nation that will stop their evil actions and evil attack on Africa at large. Now, Ndibani, no time this evening. Things are no longer the way it is. Kita ka eji ma nwoke bụ nwoke. Ihe anyị ga-etinye anya n'ime na mgbede a bụ ka ndị na mastermind tag IPOB terrorists, and ka the motive ha ji wee chọọ tag IPOB terrorists, and ka the repercussions if we don't act now to speak against that very move. Ka the repercussions, ka the consequences of our silence. Before Ngaba into details, I want you to remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been poisoned. And the family, Kingsley Ezebilo, when IPOB raised that alarm with Musa Prophet and the rest of them, all of them debunked it. Today, they are now saying something that we have raised the alarm 2 days ago. They are now confirming that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying slowly. And all of us are keeping quiet, smiling like a crayfish. We are smiling like Ewa Poloku. Why the Fulanis are dealing with us mercilessly in all ramifications. And we are waiting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, have been poisoned. And they remember the Court of Appeal have discharged and acquitted him. It led for the Biafrans and the political leaders to rise up to speak for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if you want peace. I just want to remind you this, because when IPOB will start their madness, I don't want to see anyone coming to beg or to plead or to say that you have now to activate it, to put it into action, to make something happen. You have now to do it, because we are patiently waiting. I always tell people, the gentleness of a lion is not the time, it's just a goat. The hour has come for every human being in Igbo land to rise up. The hour has come for everyone to know that what is coming about. Now, let us go to the main topic why we are here this evening. I want you to clean your ear. For what I am about to say here, I am going to go deep for you to understand the plan of British to cage the Igbo nation, to cage the Biafra nation. I am going to go into deep for you to understand the plan of Fulani Caliphate, to make sure that Igbos will never recover from what they did to them. That I am going to tell you the evil plan of the world against the Biafrans and Igbos at large. The people that will suffer this most are the Igbos. That is why I use the word Igbo there, so that our people will understand very well. Now, they included IPOB in the World Terrorist Indexes. What is their motive and what is their purpose? Remember, Nigeria government, with the help of British, the British masterminded and they planned everything for Nigeria government to carry out. The British government helped Nigeria government to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. And the British government helped Nigeria government to put the crisis, the division you are seeing today among Igbo. These plans are the British plan. British are mastermind. They are the mastermind of everything that is happening in Igbo today, because they are afraid of the Igbo people, because they are afraid about the karma that will befall on them. Now, the reason, what is the reason of them including the IPOB? When you talk about the importation and the exportation of business in Nigeria today, before you mention any person, one or two, you must mention an Igbo man or Igbo woman among them. Sorry for that. Now, the British, they plan everything. Let me be telling you one after the other. The British help Nigeria. They want to tag IPOB, a terrorist group, internationally. They want to do everything so that IPOB will be recognized as a terrorist group. And I want you, if Igbo and the Biafrans keep quiet and the world succeed in tagging IPOB terrorists, do you know what that means? Igbo man cannot get visa to any country because they will tell you, you are a terrorist. Igbo man cannot seek for visa for anywhere. Igbo man can no longer do his business. And this is the only strategy that the Nigerian government, through the Fulani government, they want to use so that they will now justify the massacre of Igbo. They are looking for a way to commit another genocide so that nobody will ask, because the whole world nobody will come for the rescue of any person or group of persons tagged terrorists. Nobody can come for your aid. So the Fulanis with the British is planning this evil to tag IPOB a terrorist group, so that the Fulani will see the reason to come to Onitsha and massacre everybody and call them IPOB. So that the Fulani will see the reason to come to Enugu to massacre any person and call it IPOB. So that the Fulanis will see reason to come to Imo to massacre any person and call it IPOB. I am not here to reply any comments. Like I always tell people, when you think you have brain or you need Kagaka, just type mazi, drop the link. I will come to challenge you. I am every day you see me online. I am open to a debate in all ramifications. I am well prepared. One na kwado mo ofuma nke ikpeazu a imalu ka nji nolu nke ikpeazu a nolo mo ya maka na nwoke adịlọ mmi no ya nwoke no ya ụmụazị igborie ụmụazị adonya bam. Now the Fulanis chọrọ a way to make sure that an Igbo man can no longer move freely. Just take a look n'anya n'ife na-eme na Nigeria tata. Any vibrant youth ndị a na-egbagbu ka ife ha ga-eme ewolu Biafran flag tokwasa there, ewolu Biafran IPOB barret tinye there, asịghị no ESN, and they have justified that killing. Now think, ọ bụrụzie na ha succeed here in tagging IPOB a terrorist in the world, because that is their mission. Can any Igbo man in any country do any business? In one of Castian, is it not? It's called Castian. I don't know the name of the country. Are you aware that a lot of Igbos are stranded there? The Igbo must rise up to stop these activities of Fulani by writing to the world that indigenous people of Biafra are not terrorists. These people are a nation, government. We are not like Boko Haram. Now, the motive, like I said, I will take it one after the other so that when we can water even naga. Let me change this light. Now, the word Buhari Fulani Caliphate, with the help of British, they contracted Tony, what is it called? Tony somebody, I have forgotten the other name, to make sure that he writes nasty things about IPOB. They contracted many Igbo people. Let me tell you what I am telling. The mission was to tag IPOB terrorists to stop Igbo and they confiscate all the Igbo properties around the world. Tony Blair, thank you, Mazi Tochukwu. Thank you, I really appreciate. They contracted Tony Blair Institution. They paid a huge sum of money to write and tag IPOB, a terrorist group. Tony Blair is the person who is now helping the Fulanis to defend the activities, the atrocities of Fulani before the entire world. That is the reason when Buhari went for the climate change, what Tony Blair told him is that if they ask you about the atrocities, the killings of Fulani henchmen, tell them that it is a climate change that makes the Fulani to start killing. Tell them that it is a climate change that in the north, they don't have greener pasture. They are now coming to the east because the east have a green pasture, that is green grass, to feed with their animals. And because of that, he cannot do anything to stop the movement, that the crisis, the raping and the killing of our people by the Fulani Caliphate is nothing but ordinary clash between a farmer and a cattle rearer. And this Tony Blair have caused more havoc than good. Tony Blair is now helping Nigeria government to make sure that he terminates and eradicates the Igbo nation out of this surface of earth. And they can only achieve that if Ndi Igbo, those that are supposed to speak, keep silent and fold hands and say they are fighting with IPOB. The question you will ask yourself is, when they want to deal with the Ndi Igbo, are they asking, are you an IPOB member? Now, if Ndi Igbo fold their hands and watch Fulani people through the help of British, and they tag IPOB a terrorist, that means if they want to close companies like Innocent, they don't need to use any other thing. Do you know what they will do? They will tell you that Innocent is now founding IPOB, a terrorist group. And for that, Innocent have lost the legitimacy to go to court to defend himself, because he will be even saving himself. He will be running for his own life. If Calabar Seaport was closed without any reason, if Ibeto was closed without any reason, is it when they now tag IPOB the terrorists that we give them the right to close any person with the name they are funding IPOB? Because the world know that anyone who is funding a terrorist group is a terrorist. I can't talk and matter because Nanya Juga Moyi too much. Everything, obole rapia, ineche, inepepe, Chinekenna, Jesus, there is some certain actions that Ndi Igbo, most especially the Igbo politicians, need to write to the world, to let the world know that, IPOB is not a terrorist group, that this is a freedom fighter. I will not have some idiot. I always tell people, if you are not comfortable, don't abuse any person on comment section, because I will block you. This is not a platform where you will joke. Now, Tony Blair is playing the game which the British government write to them. I just blocked 2 bingos. Sorry for that. There is 2 more bingo I just blocked. Now, Keka Hagejimu we something to tag IPOB a terrorist. Keka Hagejimu mete we something to tag IPOB a terrorist. Anything now, any criminal, any crime, any person committing in Igbo, they have bought some people who will tag it to IPOB. Person like Udele mission now, we have Udele with another frustrated, idiotic woman called the Blessed. And the rest of them, people like Ijo Ibokwe, these people are paid handsomely by the Nigerian government. And they have one mission. Their mission is, today, they will tag the person as an IPOB. When you listen to Udele, some of you who is listening to Udele never mean well for an Igbo people. Udele hates Igbos with passion. That is why, for those of you who will tell me that Udele is fighting for Ndi Igbo, if Udele, is fighting for Ndi Igbo, why is he supporting Tinubu instead of Peter Obi? Have you seen any politician that Chukwuka Ofebu have supported in order for Igbo to develop? The mission of Udele now is to make sure any person that is strong in any village, Udele will contract the army to go and eliminate that person, because that person will become an obstacle for them to commit the atrocities. Go and check, sit down, watch the characteristic and what Udele is displaying every day. You will see that his mission is to make sure that Igbo is destroyed. Now, they cannot proscribe IPOB without any evidence. They cannot proscribe IPOB without any evidence. Now they have to contact people that will make that event happen. Now, when Udele, with his gang, go about killing with the protection of Hope Uzodinma, he will now come out on social media and be tagging it to IPOB. And the Igbo need to rise up now to stop and write this and take action against all this nonsense. That is why you see me every day coming here to say something so that you will learn something. Now, Tony Blair Institution is now masterminding the inclusion of IPOB to the World Terrorist Index. Why? Because he wants Igbo to live in bondage. Because proscribing IPOB will now give the world and the British and the Fulani Caliphate the opportunity to clamp down on Igbos, most especially those businessmen, those that are competing with people like Alingo Dangote and the Dantata with Otedela them. These are the reasons I am calling on the Igbo to rise up to stop this evil action against mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbo at large. The reason they attack IPOB, a terrorist group? What are the characteristics of a terrorist? Is IPOB a violent organization? Is a call for referendum, call for war? Have you seen any ESN bombing markets before? Have you seen any ESN member raping or robbing people before? Now, when they now tell you all these atrocities, before now, there are criminals in Biafra land. In the year 2000 to 2002, 1999, Mbadinuju invited Bakassi because of there is a lot of criminality. And Bakassi come up. Now, tell me, is there any, you want to tell me that all the criminals in Igbo today are no longer criminals, they are now IPOB? So, Igbo, I want you to rise up to know that the Fulani Caliphate, the British, they are playing their game. Ask yourself, since this why, before the kidnap of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have any word or any part of the person or any institution come out to attack or write rubbish against IPOB? But they plan it. The moment they kidnap mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they now contracted Tony Blair. And the British are paying the world heavily. Now, I want to speak to the world. Those of you who are looking at IPOB as a terrorist, when the IPOB brought their case before International Criminal Court, what is keeping you people, or what is preventing you people not to attend to that very case? I am not saying this because they will prescribe IPOB. No, I am saying this because let them know that you cannot tag a whole nation as a terrorist. IPOB is a nation. You cannot tag the whole Biafrans as a terrorist. Now, they plan to kidnap mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the same time, they plan to create a parallel IPOB. At the same time, they now plan again to tag IPOB a terrorist group. If you allow the world to recognize IPOB as a terrorist group, say bye-bye to mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because automatically he will become the head of the terrorists, and that will permit Nigeria government to kill him. So they are trying to tag IPOB as a terrorist to see reason to kill mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this is what I am calling on Igbo to stop now, and we must stop it now. I ga kusi akita because obu ne ma ihe ndị a na-achọ. Ihe ndị a na-achọ bụ in a way egebe ha mechie something. onye Igbo ọbụla achọrọ execute, onye Igbo ọbụla achọrọ terminate, onye Igbo ọbụla achọrọ iwepụ ndị ya, asị gị no member of IPOB. Do you know how many millions, how many billionaires that these people want to eliminate? Most especially those residing in Europe and America and the Asian country. Before they will now come out to wipe innocent Biafrans in Biafra soil. That is why I tell you, if you know their mission is they are looking for a way to kill mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know that they have poisoned him, but he refused to die. They do everything to kill him. He refused to die. Now they are looking a way to make sure that they will execute him publicly so that they can kill him legitimately without any person questioning them. And the only way they can achieve that is tagging IPOB a terrorist, and they will tell you that he is the leader of the terrorist group. And in the world, nobody around the world will come for the rescue of any terrorist leader, not even ordinary a terrorist, not to talk of the leader. The whole world is fighting against terrorism. And these are the reasons they are pushing, doing everything, contracting the different institutions to give them the advice, the procedures they will use. Now, they need evidence. They created people that is killing people. They created Ebubago. Ebubago was formed by Fulani Caliphate using the Igbo people. The mission of Ebubago is to wreak havoc, and they will put it in IPOB. I told you yesterday in my broadcast that ask yourself, what is the motive of creating Ebubago, and what is who brings the idea, and which people created Ebubago? So now, when Ebubago cover their face, wear mask, they will go and shoot army. And the army they will shoot are the Igbo people serving in Nigeria army. When they kill them, they will now answer unknown gunmen. They will answer unknown gunmen. When they answer unknown gunmen and kill army, then now the people like Udele will come on a live video with the like of him. Those who hated Igbos with passion, they will not tell you that it's Ebubago. And those of you who don't know the plans of the enemies, those of you who don't know what the enemy is planning, will be shouting, oh, what, we just bought one army vehicle. You did not do it. You don't know the people that do it. That is why I tell you, we must rise up now. We must stop them from accomplishing their mission against mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ndi Igbo, because they don't want Ndi Igbo to be doing business. They don't want Ndi Igbo to progress. They created the Ebubago because they need evidence. They need people that will now be killing innocent people, burning vehicles, so that they will take that proof as what IPOB is doing. That is why when they do it, they contract with them. They contract okay mazi. They contract what is it called? Blessed. These people are receiving. The people I mentioned, they contract Joe Igbo. These people I mentioned, none of them want anything good for Igbo people. Udele that you are seeing today never want any good to an Igbo people. That is why I tell you, we must rise up to stop them from accomplishing their mission to tag IPOB a terrorist and Ndi Igbo at large. Because tagging, if you know the consequences of these people's plan, this plan is to cage Ndi Igbo. Their plan is to put Ndi Igbo in everlasting bondage. If mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Fulani man, the world will not talk about it. The world could have come for his aid. They could have released him long time ago. Nobody will hold him more than 48 hours. But they are holding mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's an Igbo man. He wants to destroy British. He wants to stop British from enslaving the Igbos. Oh no, the kichole inapu mmadụ ebe o ji eli nri ka ịnapụ mmadụ ala, ịnapụ nwata ala. Now, Fulani Caliphate, ha nwere oyi in Niger State, ha nwere diamond, ha nwere gold in Zamfara State. They put all those things to protect themselves, and they are doing everything to destroy ala Igbo. Ha mana na ndị Igbo ga-analili, mana ha actually inflict the pain to ndị Igbo. Ha chọrọ itinye ndị Igbo na pain ha ga-ebe ọbụgo na ha nweta onwe ha. They will suffer it everlasting. It will take them a very long time before they will realize or before they will recover from the shock. Now, you such thing. You are not just fighting Fulani. The people you are fighting are one of the most intelligent and smart people around the world. In a chejum that in the world don't IPOB alongside Boko Haram and ISWAP. In a chejum na have full of Fulani henchmen. The question why didn't they put Fulani henchmen in that very indexes? Why na hating yellow Al-Qaeda and the rest of the northern bandits? Why na hating yellow bandits na that indexes? Because their target is just IPOB. In that very this thing now, their target was also IPOB, and that IPOB, their main target is Ndi Igbo. Ndi Igbo but their main target, because now once they have succeeded in tagging IPOB terrorists, as that is any country actually Butugi, it's very simple to tell that you are funding IPOB. And well, any excuse again with it. Kabiru of Sokoto is moving freely now. All the things that is happening in the north, why haven't them tagged the north terrorists? Actually, scary so that people will desert IPOB, people will disassociate themselves from IPOB. Kenneth, Eze. I don't have what it takes to get Biafra. You that have what it takes to get it, what is holding you? You could have shown me that you have what it takes to get it, and then you get it. You that is having a lot of things, why haven't you fixed Nigeria? If you are a human being that you are thinking, why haven't you fixed Nigeria? Do Nigeria look like a country where human being is living? Do Nigeria look like a country with your knowledge and your powers? Snake swallowed at 6 million. Are you not ashamed? With your wisdom and your knowledge, monkey swallow 75 million. Are you and you have shame allow you to come to a program to comment? You see the reason why I tell you that when the white people look at an African person, they see the person as a lower than animal. The white people rate animal higher than a black man. The reason is because in black race, we have people like Kenneth Eze. Tell me, in what way can you classify Kenneth Eze as a human being? Or will you now compare him with a monkey? Monkey is far better than Kenneth Eze and his family, because monkey has brain more than Kenneth Eze. You see it. In your country, I don't have what it takes to get Biafra, but you that have all it takes in your own country, your currency, one euro now is 800 and something naira. Are you not ashamed? And you cannot fix it. and you shame allow it to come out to comment. This is the reason why I tell you that the most stupid element you can come across is these people that you will tell you that you don't have what it takes. Look at him. Is Nigeria is something that you will be proud of? How old are you? If you are too small, you will be 18 years. Since that 18 years, can you mention one thing that you have benefited from Nigeria? Apart from suffering, untimely death, premature death. You see the reason why Fulanis are taking these people, are taking Ndi Igbo for granted. You see the reason why Lagos have 4 seaports and the East don't have seaport. By the name Kenneth Eze. Eze is an Igbo name. He, as an Igbo man, he don't have an international airport. You don't have one seaport. You don't even have ordinary dry port. You see how foolish you are. And you shame allow you to come out to showcase the horrible stupidity on social media. These are the reasons why the Fulanis continue suppressing and oppressing Ndi Igbo. Now, the Fulani, the Britain, through the help of Tony Blair institution and with the Fulani Caliphate, they want to tag a whole nation, a terrorist. He, Kenneth Eze, can be executed and punished if they succeed. He is not excluded because there was the level of the allegation on you. Who will investigate it? Once your name is Buhari, when Buhari visited Dubai, late Mohammed Buhari visited Dubai, go and find the video and watch it. The Dubai government asked him, complain about the activities of Nigeria in Dubai. What did the Buhari respond to him? He said to him that the people who are doing that come from one geopolitical zone. They are Igbos. That he should punish them however he wants to. That is the president of a country that you are proud of. He never protected you because he knows that a Fulani man don't travel. He knows that a Hausa man don't travel. You think that if today, if Buhari want to punish any person, they will be asking you, are you an IPOB? The killing in Uli, the killings in Imo, have you seen any police army coming to ask you an IPOB before they kill? Now you understand the reason why the United Nations are not listening to our outcry. Because the Igbos who are useless like Kenneth Eze, they are using them to achieve their mission. If you love mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you want your freedom. You want to free yourself from this mental slavery and the physical slavery. What you need to do is to rise up to speak. If you have any connection to any world leaders, start now to write to them, talk to them, let them know that what we need is a referendum. Our brother Peter Obi cannot perform with the Nigerian constitution, even if he will be elected tomorrow. They will use that useless Nigerian constitution that they used to frustrate Jonathan. They will use it to frustrate him so that they will label him a bad person. And we are crying for you now. Do you know that if they want to destroy Peter Obi tomorrow, it is very, very easy for them. What if by tomorrow they now tell that if they succeed in tagging IPOB terrorists, they now tell that Peter Obi is funding IPOB? What will you do? They will kill him, of course. You will not be there to save him because that is the law. The gravity of the weight of this the allegation, the word these people is trying to put on IPOB. Actually, debt your name. You will lose your visa, pota. Once after ya, Kenneth Eze. No, he's a terrorist. Which word will give you visa for you to come? And a day IPOB na your forehead. And that is the only way they can massacre Ndi Igbo. That is the only way they will bring Ndi Igbo down. And the world is keeping silent. They are keeping silent. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo leaders, ọhaneze ndị Igbo, the Igbo elite or Igbo elite, if these people keep silent and these people succeed in their evil plan, automatically they will kill Nnamdi Kanu. They will have justification of killing him. They will have a reason to terminate his life. Imagine an Igbo nation without Nnamdi Kanu. How will it be? Kedu ka ọ ga-adị? And ndị na mastermind all these things bụ ndị Britain. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu die, ndị Igbos nke ndị Igbo ekpochepugo. That will be the end of Igbo race. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu die without restoring Biafra, without Biafra restoration, Igbos will be, that will be the end of the road for Ndi Igbo. Go and write it down. And that is what the Fulanis, with the help of British, is trying to achieve. That is the things they are trying to achieve. If the Negemunti Kangunu, the world, okay, what is the criteria to become a terrorist? One is when you start killing innocent people, bombing market, bombing church, bombing mosque for no reason. When they ask you, what do you want? You will not have any reason. Is IPOB bombing any house? Is IPOB bombing any market? Is IPOB bombing any church? And that is why we are telling you, Achom, if only ọbụna dị against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, any person if ndị against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and check the person. The person hates Ndi Igbo with passion. Onwere onye ọbụna hate love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hate Ndi Igbo. Any person that hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hates Igbo with passion. Ga check Joe Igbo kwe. Have you seen Joe Igbo kwe or whether you get anything good in Ali Igbo? Joe Igbo kwe, and when I get mention one thing Joe Igbo kwe have done in Igbo land. Udele, Chukwuka of Febu, popularly known as Udele. And we go any good thing over there. Udele mission now is he point the men who only there ko bagotego ko nyanu ege protecting Biafra land of Oziganda army. Let me tell you, Udele with another person I call Igbo or na he broadcast. Somchi Snow Chigozie. You can click the link on comment section and join the program. There is a link on the comment section. Click it, then you will come to the program. And we link it there. Now na comment. Mana YouTube, mana Facebook. Comment a link in there. Once you click there, I will see you here. I will bring you in. And all of Nnamdi Gebe hapụta ha sị gị, oh, I am afraid of open debate or question. Mba, ana m akwado ọfụma before mpụta n'iru akwụkwọ. Ana m akwado ọfụma. Nneka, ewere m ikpu nne gị. Ị na-afọbid ịpụta ka efolo gị abifenye iyi before. Ikpu nne gị dị tụrụ gbagbuo nne gị na nna gị. Do I need your fellowship? Now, ka m na-akọwalụ na ofu ndị a succeed in tagging IPOB a terrorist. That will end anything development n'ala Igbo. That will end anything development n'ala Igbo. The only thing you will be hearing n'ala Igbo will be like Sabisa Forest. Because onwele ha ga-asị gị that this is IPOB. They will be killing every innocent people. They will be destroying companies. They will have the opportunities to close many companies. Many people will suffer. That is why I get timpu na asị unu ndị Fulani, we must stop this Fulani oligarchy. We must stop this Fulani caliphate. How a plan I kidnap mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How a plan tag IPOB terrorists? Get IPOB terrorists? In what area? The killing for n'ala Igbo tata bụ ndị na-eme ebe ebube agụ with help of Hope Uzodimma. Gịnị ka Hope Uzodimma na-alụ? Igbuchichi ndị Igbo. And we fold our hands. Anyị na-watching, na-ekiri. Nothing mega, nothing happened. Onwere ife na-eme, ma ife na-emebi. Echubelo onwe gị ese. Ndị a succeed, ka the reason ha ju chọọ tag IPOB terrorists. Ka echubelo onwe gị ese, kedu ife ka ndị na mastermind ya. You never ask yourself, because ị ka na-aga ka ebe ga-akpịa ịpụlụ ịgagodu na ị ka na-afụ ego egolu aga ShopRite ịga nli nke arie nke ọzọ. Ichefuo na echi niile ndị a succeed na ha ga-agba gị gwogwo. Ofu ife nchọkwunu mata bụ one thing ha chọrọ iske IPOB ka people yara ijoin is na IPOB, ka people kwụsịkwu maka their freedom. Ha chọrọ ime anyị ka anyị surrender, ka anyị kwete na one Nigeria. Mana achọrọ m izigalụ ha ncha niile ozi. Ha like ya, ha tag ya the whole IPOB niile terrorists, the whole year there. That will not stop us from getting Biafra. That will not stop us from agitating for freedom. A call for referendum is not a call for war. Agbala nze nwoke ọma, ndewo. A call for referendum is not a call for war. Although that the world is not afraid of Biafra nation, what is holding them not to consult referendum and see what these people can be when they stand on their own? But they know that once that thing happens, that will be the end of the road, because every African race, every African country will automatically emulate IPOB, emulate Biafrans, will become light. So what you see today, the stopping of Biafra and the trying to tag IPOB a terrorist, is another strategy to keep Africa in another 100 years in bondage. It's another strategy to keep Igbo suffering It's another strategy. In Kata, a Weluya Dika River Niger head bridge, second Niger bridge, where campaign looking for complete 25 years. A GNM Muno na campaign Ijulo Munese on Weleji, that's the largest seaport where campaign the Lagos. On Welebe no Katana news or no the Funeji Lagos seaport where campaign. What of a third mainline bridge, or whatever it's called? What of Toge? On Weleji where campaign, but they build these things silently without using it to campaign for them, without using it to conjure them, without using it to suppress them, without using it to set a trap for them. They did it. But the second Niger bridge or Basanche campaign, win the election, June for good 8 years. Yaradua campaign, win the election, chair for almost 2 years. Jonathan campaign, chair for 6 years. Buhari, late Buhari campaign, chair for 6 years and before watching. Now, he post yet the same second Niger bridge is not yet completed. Anyakana akwaka. Yet, Ndi Igbo amabeho the plan of Fulanis. Ndi Igbo amabeho nkata British na akpalo ha. Gini ki na-eche ka I wee mali nkata na akpalo gị? Okay, unu gba nkịtị now. People ndị ka Peter Obi, our brother Peter Obi, our brother Charles Soludo, our brother Enyi Naya Baribe with Ikenga Ugochinyere, and these people, all unu gba nkịtị. Igbu any politicians kita after ka ha tag like IPOB terrorists, ya delu have very easy because anokata asigi Enyi Naya Baribe stand in short for mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For that, he's now funding IPOB. He is now a terrorist. They will kill him. As an Igbo man, you do nothing because that moment there will be no mazi Nnamdi Kanu to save you. How will you make a third maker of fire? He go for your signal on a fund IPOB. Actually, this is tagging of IPOB as a result, as a means to wipe the prominent and the reasonable, those that stand within Igbo, to clear them and wipe them out. Karagodu, Mbedoma. Have you seen in any way a nation have been targeted terrorists? Oblu Ninolan, use your number 6, we calculate here. If that all these mergers need up what they want to do, actually for your reaction, when they put your name alongside the terrorists, the original terrorists, and you keep quiet, automatically you have accepted to be terrorists. Their next move will become tagging you as a terrorist. And once they do so, they will have the right to massacre you morning, afternoon, and night, and nobody will hold them responsible. The Fulanis and the Britain, the killing of over 5 million Biafrans is not yet enough for them. They are ready to kill more than 10 million. In as much as they will subdue you to become a slave to them. All blue got subdue for you to be a slave. They are ready to wipe. If the America and the rest of the world can wipe out Syria, kill the whole nation because of oil and the power with Russia, do you think that Britain is not ready to do the same thing to you if you keep quiet? Oblo, the help of Russia, America is ready to do so to Cuba. Iran was destroyed by these people. And they did the Fulani on my page. Negodu name the cat or Nishia the cat can name the in fact can blood crush no Mukata Haran. You know is Ram. And then Afanya. The Fulanis had just no land. The British Nestle had this plan, and they follow. Because the Fulani on his own, on Manife in an say plan. So, only the Biafrans now so go Britain. And the Britain in a way had ka people kushi agitate for their freedom. The British stole away hageme ka people kushi kumaka Biafra. Britain stole away hageme ka people bito distance themselves from their own freedom. Ka haba kotalu their freedom azu, so that they will suffer for eternity. Emayi had to your husband. Hawoluzia 5 POB. Tinyanebe terrorists names in the Tikotezie nyonu. Mbindeli anya si, oh, ndabukwa terrorists. So that the world will not be scared. So that the prominent people will not be scared of associating themselves with IPOB. So that even you, when you want to go do your buying and selling, and you present your name as a MNK, they will now deny you visa. Anytime you mention your name as if finding somebody, they will deny you visa. They will not be suspecting you. Only you become automatic a suspect. This is what they want. Igbo, imagine where a whole Igbos will be regarded as a terrorist. Keka your buying and selling will be moving. Okay, you know, fear. So, in order to scare people out from IPOB, in order to make people to stop joining the movement, in order to silence the mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in order to silence IPOB, they now put IPOB name with the terrorists, so that you will not be afraid you are about to be called a terrorist. God, that we are not afraid of it, and they cannot do that. You can't tag us a terrorist because we are not. We don't behave like terrorists. We don't act like terrorists. We don't talk like terrorists. We are well registered and well recognized. Tell Britain that they are already sorry, that they have already failed. Their mission is dead on arrival. Their mission is dead on arrival. Go and tell them. My freedom, because now Britain contact somebody about Tony Blair institution to write rubbish against IPOB, to write rubbish against mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And IPOB have Radio Biafra in London, functioning and well registered. IPOB have families in London. Why didn't them come when the IPOB petition? Why are they running away from their own court against IPOB? Why can't them call the IPOB and say, what do you want? On another for these manifestations, the protests around the world by IPOB, are they not seeing it? On another affair. Why they are silent over it? The international law says that you cannot invade another country to kidnap or pick any person and deport the person without following a due procedure. Or does it mean that the person who added IPOB name among Boko Haram, or now the person that followed that now Nigeria government invaded Kenya without following the due process and the kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why didn't that person write an article about that? On the person annulo that in a court of appeal, a competent court, as they call it in Nigeria, have discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, proving that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. So the person who added IPOB in that index, what is his motive and what is the proof? With what reason? With what reason? With what reason? Hachena age maja eyi ndị IPOB ego. Go ahead that we have seen 99. So seeing 100 is nothing to us. Chizoba Felix Mbedoma. Seeing 100 is nothing for us. Go around the world. Igbos are suffering everywhere. Nigeria remains the only country that has a crude oil and they don't have fuel. They don't have kerosene and they don't have gas. So what is the use of their crude oil? What is good? Fuel and the gas and kerosene. It's not from crude oil. Nigeria is one of the largest oil producing country around the world. Yet they don't have fuel. Yet they don't have kerosene. Yet no gas. And you are proudly one Nigeria. What make you proud? ASU is in strike. Minimum wage is 30,000 and they are debating it. How much is 30,000 naira to 1 euro? Do you know that 30,000 naira is like let me say it's like either 40 euro or 45 euro. A day job. Anaku ndị na-amụ ọlụ n'Europe here. Day payment anaku ndị na-amụ ọlụ n'Europe or ndị bidoro ọlụ ọfụ n'Europe. Ka a na-akwụ gị n'ọnwa debate here. A family man na-earn 10,000, 15,000 in Nigeria a month, not even a day. And you are not yet tired of such country. And the Britain want to subdue you to remain in that kind of abject poverty, good for nothing country. We must stop the Fulani government and the British from tagging IPOB terrorist group. We must stop it. We must. It's a must. We must act now. Imagine, bag of local rice is 20 to 30,000 naira, a minimum wage of a civil servant for a full month when he work is not up to one bag of rice. That means if you have children, you cannot train them at school. School. You see the reason why killings, criminality can never be averted. If for the reason you cannot stop criminality in Nigeria, nobody, not even 1 million of people, cannot fix Nigeria. 10 billion of Atiku Abubakar and the other ground ancestor cannot fix Nigeria. Nigeria is now beyond repair. I'm going to get those in Nigeria. They will tell you IPOB is a terrorist group. And you, as an Igbo man, you open your eye in a nanya in a kili. IPOB made jihadi group. The person that puts that in, ask the person, what have IPOB done? The person will not tell you. They are killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, doing everything humanly possible to stop IPOB. Why are they not seeing IPOB as their problem? If they think IPOB is the problem of the Nigeria, let them conduct a referendum and see what will happen next and solve the problem once and for all. Referendum is acceptable in Western world. Before you know it, they will conduct a referendum because they don't want problem. But in Africa, they will now say, let us die. You can't conduct a referendum. Referendum become a taboo in Biafra land today, in Africa. But in Western world, it's acceptable. It's not how John guess. How? There is something wrong somewhere. IPOB is not a terrorist organization, and they can never be. Ekwene Kamadu Jilu, this their Tony Blair and all this their nonsense to tag you a terrorist. They have not tagged Fulani henchmen terrorists. Why? The Fulani that are raping people, killing and slaughtering everybody in a broad daylight. They have not tagged them. The person did not see them. The Nigeria is not speaking about it. But they can tag IPOB because Igbo governors and the Igbo politicians are very greedy. Because they are silent. Because we are weak. We don't want to take actions. They spend billions of naira to go and kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. When they fail to kill him, they extraordinarily rendition him. They hurried and take him back to Nigeria. They are now using poison to weaken him. They are now killing him slowly because they are going there and they will get away with all the atrocity because Igbo have not waken up. Igbo was unable to identify their problem. Igbo have not yet identified their own problem. That's why they cannot solve it. You must identify your problem before you start looking for solution. You cannot be looking for solution to an unknown problem. The moment you know your problem, then you know how to go about the solution. Have Igbo identify and know who is their real enemy? Who is the real enemies of Igbo? In as far as Nigeria remain one Nigeria, Igbo can never move forward. Have you asked yourself, Igbo man will be in Nigeria. He will never discover his talent. He will never get anything. The moment that Igbo man travel outside, he will break world record. He will make history with the world. That is why when you go to technology today, outside the world, Igbo man is there. Come to Nigeria, Igbo man is nowhere to be found. When you come to engineering work, go to outside Nigeria, Igbo man is there. Come to Nigeria, Igbo man is nowhere to be found. The highest company that produce the best car today, Igbo man is there. But in Nigeria, Igbo man cannot even produce ordinary bicycle. Nkiru, Lorenta, Ojinnaka, I mean, Ndewo. In Afia, now the British, China had a smart with the Fulani government. She's in IPOB with terrorists to scare people away from joining IPOB, to make people not to join IPOB any longer, to make people to stop speaking for their freedom, to make people to stop talking about their own God-given country. In Afia, ihe niile a bụ mmaja ka amaja gị so that you will abandon your freedom. Each and a British na-egwu with their actions. You must be fooling yourself. Britain or whatever is called. These people are determined to wipe any person who will stand on their way. Their mission is to keep one Nigeria so that they will be looting and taking all the natural resources. Britain is ihe folugo ntutu ha wee tasị na enweghị ihe mekete ka ndị Igbo nwee freedom n'ụwa ha. That is why nne nwelo mgbe nji wee like America. Mgbe our people nwụ n'igwe ọcha maka Trump, I was very angry because I'm na Trump the very useless and he's another zombie. Nkechi almost here Biafra. IPOB remain one of the most peaceful movements around the world. Nigeria is still under the colony of the Britain. Nigeria have not gotten their independence. What you see there is what they just a piece of paper they write to renew. They now take their slavery, their colony in a new dimension with a new pattern. That is why today, you Buhari or any person in Aso Rock cannot do anything without Catherine Liang. They cannot do something without the British High Commission and the American ambassador. Ask yourself. And the British and America, they know that the weakness of a black man is a woman. They know that Nigerian men are so useless that they cannot stand and face a woman. That is why these two countries send their High Commissioner as a woman, because they know anything the woman is saying, all the men in Nigeria will be looking and be smiling like Opo. They are. They will be smiling like a dead goat. They are. Idu onwe gị, ọ bụ aka anụ a ka anyị ga-eji jigide wee nweta our freedom. So eskie gị out na ekwushizi ikwu maka your freedom. Imagine when you stop speaking about your freedom, how the Igbo land will be. Ndị asọsidi Igbo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anyị gbagide nkịtị. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. Prince Clinton may thunder from Sahel, wipe out every male child in your generation, in your family. Prince Clinton may motor accident take away every male child in your family. May your life be so miserable that even a blind, deaf person will be better than you and your generation. Where is the bastard? Let me block him. May tears, sorrow be your portion for afternoon, morning, and night. May tears never depart from your family. He said, since you have sworn an oath that you will be useless, you will be useless, and everything that has to do with you that will be useless. So that in your 1,000 generation, you will live to regret it, your today's action. Odd enough. We are talking about our freedom. And you see somebody telling you to go and join a criminal gang. To start killing the people you want to save. You see somebody telling you to go and become a saboteur in a blood daylight. Aka ahụ ju ede ya me witlo so bia na aka ahụ ga-akpọnwụ. Enyo ihe ọbụla o ji aka ahụ wee metụ ga-abụ ọrịa nje ahịa. Ọ ga-abụ ọrịa awọm. Aka ahụ o ji wee taịpụ ya ihe ọbụla o ji aka ahụ wee metụ ga-awụ ahịa. Nya na mmadụ gaa ahịa o metụ ngwa ahịa nke kote ga-emebi nke onye nke ọzọ ya na-aga n'iru. Ife niile o metụrụ aka ga-abụ ọrịa, that is, ọ ga-abụ ọrịa loss na his life. Biafran, sorry for that. Anyway, it's a very important call. And all the very urgent. And for that, I will end the program shorter than I think before, because this is an emergency call and I need to attend to it. And I apologize for this, for that. I really apologize. I will end the program in the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, I have to round it up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reason you see the world running everything, making everything, trying their possible best to know if they can kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know Mazi stand for the freedom of all the black race. Mazi stand for the freedom of humanity. Mazi stand for the end of the road for all this evil white Western world. And they want to do everything humanly possible to eliminate him, to tag IPOB a terrorist, so that when you hear IPOB, but that will never happen. In as far as Chukwu Okike Abiama, onye pụrụ ime ihe niile live it, that will never happen. Ọma mechanata. Ọma mechanata. On this note, I say, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, remain resolute and always stand with the leadership of IPOB. Stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and stand firm. Never allow any person to deceive you. Mazi Chika Edoziem is doing wonderfully well. Mazi Tony Nzurumike, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, Mazi Azayoba Agbanyimu, and so many of them, they are doing marvelously well. The work these people are doing, if they will allow us to say it, you will say, wow, you never knew. The reason why these people are not making mouth, because they know what they are doing. They know when the time comes, their actions and their work will speak for them. And those claiming the glory of what they know nothing about, they will be so ashamed when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and when Biafra is restored. Asisiegi, who did this job? Bring how you do it. I saw where Prince Kanu the mayor of Afaruki Beku, the OKMP of Afaruki Beku, Prince Kanu mayor of Afaruki Beku. I see where he's writing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is complaining about his stomach and ear problem and food not digesting. And I was like, is this idiot no man? What did the China Sanworu wrote that make you to attack him? What did the China Sanworu wrote that make the other bingo, Nkita Lanona Germany, that make him to attack him? What did the IPOB leadership, which alarm do they raise that make Musa profit? Musa profit, the unfortunate in-law that is marrying 500 kg as a woman, easy Dorati. Shege Mazi is in safe hand in DSS dungeon than getting his freedom. Today, what IPOB raised alarm few days ago, today they are now confirming it. Prince Kanu Meh is the most useless human being on this earth. And the one call himself princess that is marrying one addicted drug addict in Germany. Whether I don't even know her name, is the most useless woman you can come across in this earth. Very useless princess. Who even only God know that person self adopt Kemelonia. Hey, mentioned the investigate. DNA test. That ultimately Nnamdi Kanu able of Makachi. No matter how stupid, no matter how useless, no matter how hatred in wherever your brother know, you must at least for the public pretend that you are with him before attacking him. You must at least cover your brother first before the public. Mankabu, the Kanu man, Prince Kanu man, and the Kingsley below Kempi with the process of one is your here and the master prophet. These people are so shameless, useless. That Makachi, come and get with such people as a brother or in-law. I better remain alone. Very shameless ameba. Shameless and shapeless ameba. You want to reap where you did not sow. Now they are writing, Mazi is complaining. No, Mazi is enjoying now. Mazi, they enjoy AC in DSS dungeon. Mazi, they enjoy your Fegusi and offense sala ofo nubu na DSS with oneri ukwa. Hi, ukwe sibelaru. Oye oneri na DSS. Bastards everywhere. Since you countered it. Mazi is healthy, heart and healthy. Nothing happened to Mazi. If any person destroy any government property in the name of the president Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are doing so in your own. Now, why are you telling UN that Mazi is complaining? Why are you calling on UN? You could have wrote to the UN that Mazi have eaten the best food and the best nkwobi and the best offense salad, that the DSS is now taking care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like Onye no Mugo. That is what I expect you to write. But guess what? You are now fooling yourself. Now, how do you want the world to take you serious? On Monday. On Monday, you wrote that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is living fine. Is more secured in DSS than getting his freedom. On Tuesday, that Mazi, the Nigeria government is now taking care of Mazi, giving him proper treatment. On Tuesday, you now come out and say Mazi is complaining about stomach pains and ear problem. Are you not fool? The world will now see you as an evil person. The world will know that you are not just useless, but you are also stupid. You are lower than animal. No, Kaiko Balogaka now for being the most useless brother that ever existed. We should be clapping for you for becoming the most stupid amoeba. Shapeless organism everywhere. Mad people. Ndala ndala. Kaiko Balogaka, you think you are doing DOS. Each and a Biafra bo palace nage. Each and a Biafra nation bo palace nage. You like it, close on you like it, you don't know that you are the biggest fool on earth. What we are looking for is our freedom. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. And not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can stop us from getting our freedom. Obruna Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out today and say that he is no longer doing Biafra. We will salute him and say, Onyendu, you have done a lot. Thank you for standing for us. Now, you can rest. Let us continue. We must continue. And we will march to our freedom. That will not make us to disrespect him or to do anything because he have done more than 1 million more than us. But he surrendered himself with evil brothers and sisters that finally succeeded in bringing him down. handing him over to Fulani Caliphate. We will tell him that, yes, you have done your possible best, just that God punished you by giving you people like Prince Kanu Meh and Kingsley Ezebilo. Emmanuel Kanu Meh. Okay, that is the people that is killing mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will salute him and we will march to get Biafra for him so that his labor will not be in vain. We owed him a lot now, not his useless siblings. Yogide go na yole iyo kezi okpazu ego ikpolu nwunye gị kponye ise pechecha ino na nwunye gị na neje no journalist. So journalist nejezie ejafo kezi ikpazu na private house ya. Na Kanu Takanu I mean Prince Kanu me iya akowakwala anyi oyi ofuma. How on earth will your wife visit Okezi Ikpeazu for journalism purpose? Oluodie meche everything. Onwele article oji wepụta na from Okezi Ikpeazu home. Onwele video oji wepụta ka onye anyị report. So si ihe gosiri anyị bụ picture ese na Okezi Ikpeazu ekpegokwa nwunye gị mmanụ o. Okezi Ikpeazu erigo nwunye gị bonkri. Ọpịago the woman, ọpịa gị nteje. O jego n'ukwu nwanyị. Ihe a gbara aka, o jego die maka chi. Ọ bụ na ịka so n'ihe nwoke, ọ bụ na iso n'ihe eji nwoke eme na. Nka sị gị ga-agba afa na efu onwe ike na obere oge na nawa mmụọ ma ọ bụrụ ọ na-edigo useless. So onwere ozi abomination but to you for betraying your brother is the highest abomination. Is the highest abomination. Just a line picture say China nwunye gị je for journalism na be Okezi Ikpeazu soli ewega. So si aga. Onwere okporo his her fellow colleague wega. So si we kolo handbag for journal work na be Okezi Ikpeazu. Wee luo die jeche ihe nọchi ihe niile enwelo vidio afọ enwelo article afọ so just nọ n'ime room mkpa nkata wepụtala anya ofu picture nna ya abụọ nkiri ka eji erie rapụ ya amụ ya alụga Okezi Ikpeazu taa golo millions gụnye nwunye gị na akaụntụ ya na-ege kporiwe ndụ oligo napụgodi ọnụ n'ụgwọ ya first ọmagodo ife ọnya nwunye gị tụọ ekelie Chineke ekwe n'ife ọjọọ. Ịpụta ihe ya na-ese ndị live picture na nwunye gị na ọ na-broadcast from Kenya to Nigeria FM Prayer Mountain 102.5 Thunder gbalie gị. Ndị be anyị ọ ga-adịnụ until I come your way again. No retreat, no surrender. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Chike Doziem. God bless Mazi Chinasa Nworu and the Eastern Security Network. God bless Barrister Fanny Ejiofor, Mike Ezekome, and the rest of you. God bless every IPOB media warriors. God bless every IPOB principal officers. I salute you all for your gallantness and your resolute. God bless you all. We must continue. No retreat, no surrender. Nechi, we must continue. You say, therefore is all I want. Where Tony Blay, Naga Bidokwa, they were all his jargons and garbage. That will not stop Biafra from coming. We have come to restore Biafra. Our fathers fought for it, but they did not. We have come to fulfill and achieve what our fathers did not achieve because ndị Igbo si na amụta nwa ka nna, nwa ga-aka nna, and ihe ọbụla nna na-emenwulu onwe ya ga-eme times 2. We have come to achieve that. Ndewonu kachifo until I come your way again.